Right then guys, Claterification is back once again, halfway through the second season with Vidar in the first division. Let's start off with the transfers. So, started off, Oyvind Liesjøl. Good physical, he's a winger, can play right or left, attacking midfield up front, centre midfield, left midfield, good physicals. Not bad mentals, technicals are a bit crap, but you don't really need good technicals at this level. He's a decent player, I like him. Alexander Lindt, on the other hand, is complete and utter bullshit. He's got good mentals, but he's just awful. Awful, and I don't like him at all. Moving on, Daniel Kalstad is the next player. I haven't played him much, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure why I haven't played him. He's only 2.5 stars. That might tell you something why I haven't played him. Kind of a weird transfer. So is this Michael Becker, who's only 2-star, as you can see here. Not very good at all. He's a left-sided player. Morten Eriksson is okay, actually. I have played him quite a bit. He's either a defensive midfielder or a striker, which is kind of a weird combination of positions, really. He's got a decent, very good work rate for this level, and decent stats here and there as well. Moving on, Joachim Hammersland, centre mid, attacking mid or striker. He's okay, 3.5 stars. I said he's kind of all-round-ish, averagey, kind of okay player. Espen Knudsen is the best signing I've done this season. He's an absolute monster at centre-back. Eats everything up for breakfast. Doesn't let anything get past him. He's just fantastic, and he's only 23. He's only going to get better. Marius Engadal, haven't played much. He's 4-star, so I probably should play him more. I'm not entirely sure why I'm not playing him. He's only 22, so he's got plenty of time to develop. Plenty of room to develop as well, but I'm not playing him for some strange reason. I don't know why. Hegeland is a left-sided player primarily, although he can play right back, centre mid, and defensive midfield. He is kind of a rotation option at left back and attacking left mid. 4.5 stars, plenty of room to go. He's only 20. He's a good player. Christopher, full back either side, left, right back, 22, 4 stars. Very good player. Decent mentals for a 22-year-old. Marking and tackling, which is what you look for in a defender, is very good. Headings 8 as well. Physicals, yeah, okay. But yeah, I like him. He's a good player. Morten Mikland is a centre midfielder from Vindbjart, I think that said. He's 25. Decent natural fitness, decent, very good teamwork, work rate. Got good pace and stamina and acceleration. Okay technicals, his passing's quite good. His creativity probably needs a bit of work on, but he's an advanced playmaker and he's quite good. Helge Sandvik is my reserve goalie, my backup goalie even. He's 24, Norwegian. He's okay, to be honest. He does a job when he comes on. 3.5 star. And this is my first team goalie, Sarunas Kilijonas. I'm not entirely sure if that's how you pronounce it, or if I'm pronouncing any names in this game correctly. My apologies. But moving on, decent mentals. He's 29 years old. He's been called up to the Lithuania squad a couple of times. Hasn't played for them yet, but I reckon it's only a matter of time before he does. He's very tall, as you can see here, 191 centimetres, 3 stars. I don't think that's accurate. I think he's a bit better than that. He's decent goalkeeping attributes, decent mentals, and okay, quite good physicals. So he's my number 1 goalie. And then Paul Ayuga is, I signed him as a striker. I know he's 41, but I thought he's at the second tier of Norwegian football. I thought he might be able to do a job, but he turns out he signed as my assistant manager as well. So, and if you look here, his assistant manager stats are crap. His staff attributes just generally are crap. So I immediately released him, which means having to release the player as well. So I didn't get he didn't play for me at all. As you can see, released there. And that's it. Anyone here gone out? These Ivan Dalsbo, who you might have seen last season, released. He's not good enough. Alexander Idland also gone. He's the right-sided player last season. Nothing special. He's gone. A couple of these 2 people on loan. There's Paul Ayuga, and then a couple more people going out on loan. So let's have a look at the fixtures. So we started off with a 1-1 draw away to Sandefjord. Espen Knudsen scoring to equalise on his debut. We're moving on. I went a 1-0 win at home to Ranheim. Sindre Norgren scoring to get us the 3 points there. As you might be able to tell, we are playing at Viking Stadion, which is the Viking home stadium. It's because Lasagras, our home stadium, is being expanded so it can meet the minimum requirements for a team in the Norwegian First Division stadium-wise. So, yeah, that's why we're playing there. We then went to KFUM Oslo and got a 1-0 win. Sandvik got injured. Yes, Sandvik did start this season, actually. Yes, then he got injured. Kili Jonas came on and I think has just had the number 1 spot ever since. He played again there for some reason. That's the same match, George. Oh, come on. There, Kili Jonas. On his first start, got an 8.4 at home to Mjøndalen. Bjørnsen and Kili Jonas doing well there. Liestel, you can see, not having the best game. And so is Alexander Lindt, who's complete crap, as I've already said. But a point at home to Mjøndalen. Not to be sniffed at. We then beat Hurd. I think that's how you say that. 2-1 at home. Lennox Kanu and Norwegian scorer in there. I think that was Herum's first game back after his injury. We then went to Vard and got a 2-0 victory. Lennox and Kanu scoring to get us the win there. Nice 2-0, good 3 points. Norwegian Cup first round, we went to Hundvjag. No idea if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Vegard Maldal scoring, and so did Lennox Kanu. We did play quite a reserve. Did we play quite a reserve? No, we didn't play quite a reserve team here. We took this cup seriously. Then played Fredrikstad at home. We won 4-1. Fredrikstad have been flying high in the league, so to win 4-1 is a it's an incredible result, to be honest. We took the lead through Lennox Kanu. They equalised through Robert Stenner, but then the turning point, I think, of the match, Khalifa Jabi got sent off in the 57th minute, and with 10 men, they couldn't handle us. Kanu getting another 2 to secure his hat-trick, and Joachim Hammersland scoring as well to get us the 4-1 victory, which was incredible. We then carried on our great run of form with a 5-0 victory away to Valdres in the Norwegian Cup second round. Knudsen scoring, Eriksson scoring, and Herum getting a hat-trick to put us through into the third round of the Norwegian Cup. We then... Wrong button, thank you. Play 0-0 at Hörnefoss. No idea if that's how you pronounce it, but once again, that's how I'm pronouncing it. Yes, our first game back at Lasagras after it's been expanded. 1,206 people there to see us draw 0-0 to Hörnefoss. It's a very decent crowd for this level of football, and a 0-0 result was very decent. We then lost our first game away to Strømmen, 2-1. Yes, this was it. They took the lead in the 46th minute, basically, in the first half. Heremy closed in 79th, but my mistake here was I went to overload, take more risks, everything in the 75th minute, and we scored in the 79th, and we looked decent, and I thought, I know, we can go on and get a winner. But no, that didn't happen at all, and it turns out that they were the ones who got the winner, and we suffered our first defeat of the season. We then played Fredrikstad again at home, this time in the Norwegian Cup third round, and they turned us over. We didn't turn up. Fredrikstad are a very good team, so it was a bad result, but it wasn't a terrible result, if you know what I mean, because Fredrikstad are a very good team. So I wasn't really too cut up about that, and it was in the Norwegian Cup, so we were never going to win it. So to go out there, could it be a blessing in disguise, I wonder. We then played Kongsvinger, I don't know, 2-1. We beat them 2-1 at Lasagras in the league. Ile and we got the other one, Kanu scoring to get us the win at Lasagras. That's another 3 points. We then lost away to Asker, 2-1. Sistek and Pietron for them, put them 2-0 up in the side 85 minutes. But Herum got a goal back 3 minutes later in the 88th minute, and we tried to come back. It didn't work. We went down 2-1 to Asker. Moving on, we then went to Elverum and got a good 1-0 victory. That was it. That was a 92nd own goal from, what's his name, Simon Thollefsen. Slightly fortunate, I'd say, here. I don't think we were at our best, but 3 points to 3 points, and I'm not going to make excuses. And then it was the World Cup. So the league took a break. We played 2 friendlies. The first one was against Sola. We won 3-1. Liestol, Norgren and Hegelen getting the goals. And then we played the Bayern Munich second team at home and won 3-0. Rebbe Iversen Herum and Storhaug getting the goals for us there, just trying to keep a bit of match fitness, trying to keep players fit and healthy, ready for the restart of the season, which is there. And we beat Alta 1-0. Maldal scoring in the 44th minute to secure us to 3 points. He had a good game at Bjornsson getting man of the match. Moving on from that, we got a 1-1 draw to Ol Kisa. Herum equalising after Petter Tiller Larsen opened the scoring for them. We weren't very good today. They are quite low in the division, so I expected us to get the 3 points here. To only come away with a point isn't very good. And then we ended up losing 3-0 at home to start. They are top of the league. It's a bad result, but once again, not a terrible one, as I expect them to turn us over, because they're just so much better than us at this moment in time. So yeah, I think that's everything. Yep. So in the first division, we are third. A very decent. It's more than decent. It's very good performance from Vidar at the moment. We are exactly halfway through the season, 15 games. As you can see, yes, Asker, who I lost to there, and Old Keys, who I drew to just then, not doing very well. So to get 1 point from those two games is quite worrying, actually. But yeah, 3 points off Fredrikstad, who are second and in the automatic promotion places. 5 points off Start, who are top, and 6 points clear of the 6 points into the playoffs, if you know what I mean. 7th place are Hörnefoss, who are just out a point and a place outside the playoffs, and I'm 6 ahead of them. So if things keep going on like they are, I would expect us to get into the playoffs. So let's just take a look at these stats then. Goals wise, Refix, who's on the line, let's put him into the reserves. Right, so Kana and Herum getting us, we've got 15 goals between them, but there's no depth scoring at all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players who's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals between them. It's not good enough. I need the rest of my squad to step up and start scoring. Otherwise, I reckon we are going to be in trouble. As you can see there, Herum is injured, so all the onus is going to fall on Carnif to get us the goals. Herum is out between 11 days and 2 weeks, so it's not the heaviest of injuries, but it's enough to stop us for the moment. Average rating-wise, as you can see, yes, Espen Knudsen, who I talked about earlier in the transfers, is just fantastic. Centre-back, top 3 are all defenders. My centre-back, my right-back, and my other centre-back just tearing it up, to be honest, at the moment. If you look, we've only let in, I think it's 12 goals this season so far. Yes, 12. We've only scored 18, which shows, I mean, if we look at the player stats as well, see how many Herum and Kanu have got between them. That still doesn't work. Not conceded, for God's sake, goals. So yeah, Kanu's got 6, Herum's got 4, so that's 10 goals, and 8 coming from the rest of the team. Compared to just other teams around us, 34, 25, 27, 23, 22. It's a hell of a lot more, and we need to start scoring more goals. Let's take a look at the World Cup, considering we had to stop for it in the league. And as you can see, yes, Brazil win in Brazil, beating Spain in the final, which is what I expect the final to be. I can't see anyone else beating Spain or Brazil before the final. So yeah, let's just semi-final. Who's in the semi? Japan got to the semi-final. Blimey, that's a good achievement for them, but they don't have a squad because, of course, SI don't have the licenses for it, so they don't have any real players, which is a shame. But into the quarters, did England make it to the quarters? They did. England made it to the quarters, where they lost to Spain 2-0. Nice to know it wasn't on penalties, but then again, it wasn't nice to know that we didn't even try to get to penalties. Nice surprise for people here, though. In the second round, we did actually win on penalties in the same round and the same team as in France, 1998 Argentina. We played them in France, 98, and lost on penalties to them. This time, however, in 2014, SI and Football Manager thinks we are going to beat them on penalties. Messi missing a penalty, which is kind of, I think it's impossible. I don't think he's ever missed a penalty. I might be wrong there. He's probably missed a penalty, but it's very, very unlikely to happen. Ever Benega also missing a penalty. Aguero scoring for them, but Wilshere, Lampard, Barry and Rooney putting the penalties away for England. to make us go through, but unfortunately we lost against Spain in the next round. Any other big teams go out here? Peru, Japan, that's interesting. Germany, Croatia, Chile, Italy, Holland. No one really. France, Brazil, that's quite a big match. France, that's a replay of the 98 World Cup in France. France coming out on top there in that one, but Brazil exacting revenge in their own backyard this time. Let's just have a quick look at the Premiership as well. Just see how that finished last season. And Manchester United win the league with 83 points, 6 clear of Arsenal. Tottenham and Liverpool making up the rest of the Champions League places. Man City, Chelsea, Stoke finishing 7th. Villa 15th. Southampton down there in 14th. That's quite surprising. West Ham 17th. Palace, Holland, West Brom. Blimey, West Brom they're actually decent at the moment. So to see them be relegated with only 25 points is quite shocking, to be honest. Teams that came up were Forest, QPR and Wigan. QPR and Wigan coming back at the first attempt. But who else got relegated last? Reading, there we go, finishing 11th. Not being able to do so. So yeah, that's the Premiership for this season. And I think that's it. Just one slight apology to make. At the end of this season, I have played a little bit. Played ahead a little bit, sorry. I forgot to make a save file for it. So the next episode will start when I'm a couple games in. Is it 4? Might be 4 games into the season. So apologies for that. So I'm not sure if all the stats will be there from the end of last season. No, they definitely won't be. I might be able. Will I still be able to look at the victories? I'm not sure. I'll worry about that when I get to it. But just saying that now. And I'll cover the games I've covered. I'll cover the games I've done in the next episode that I've already played of next season. Then there'll be a halfway point and an end of season, which I will remember to save at this point. I promise you this. Right, I think that's all from me. I've rambled on for long enough. Comments, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. You know what to do. I think that's everything from me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.